Hey guys, Luke Longnecker here, perhaps better known as MC777, and the reason I'm making this video is kind of an introduction. As some of you know, I was going to make a couple of proof threads, sometime this spring, and hopefully I'm going to get to that in about 2 weeks. But for now, I just wanted to take a little bit of time to introduce myself. I think most of you incorrectly assume I spend half of my time playing GT4 and the other half reading the Bible. So I just want to let you know that I am a real person and give you a better idea of who I am, so that when we have those conversations about those threads, you will just have a better idea of who you're talking to. And then hopefully next week, or possibly even later this week, I'm going to make a thread about all of the misconceptions that have been floating around regarding some of the things like the death of Richard Burns, the Next Door Nicky site, the London bombings, and anything like that that has been incorrectly portrayed over the last couple years. So yeah, look forward to that, and for now, I hope you just enjoy this video, and ideally, you'll learn a little bit more about me. So, good luck, enjoy, and keep watching. Don't turn it off. Okay, well, let's just start with the basics then. How about some family history? My full name is Lucas Ray Longnecker, and yes, I know that last name is kind of bizarre, but it's Pennsylvanian Dutch from what I've been told, and you know how crazy those Dutch guys are. So, other than that, I am 25% Puerto Rican. My mom was 50%, my dad was 100% white, Caucasian, Aryan, whatever. I was born in a small town in Minnesota on a farm. Grew up there for the first 5.5 years of my life, and then I moved to Washington State because my grandfather was dying of kidney failure. I have an older sister. She's 9 years older than I am. She's not quite as cute as Panda Beat's sister, but you know, she's pretty decent, I guess. Other than that, I basically have a normal life. Same hobbies, same interests, same things as a lot of other people. Like many of you, I have an interest in cars, video games, obviously, and a bunch of other things that I'll get into later. But for now, that's a little bit about me and my family. Like I said, pretty common, pretty typical, nothing really that crazy or weird. Okay, let's move on to hobbies and interests. As a young kid, I became really interested in baseball. Loved the Minnesota Twins and Kirby Puckett and all of that. So I joined a team when I was still in elementary school, and I played all the way until probably when I was 15, 16 maybe. I was the center fielder every time. I'm really quite fast, got a good arm on me. Led the team in RBI, stolen bases, that kind of stuff for a number of years. Team captain 2 or 3 years on those teams. Other than that, not a big fan of most sports, but I'm really good at pretty much everything I do. Football, basketball, tennis, whatever. I don't like to run, so, well, it's not that I don't like to run, but games like soccer or football, couldn't care less. You'd have to pay me to do them, basically. Other than that, the only thing I can't do is anything that involves water. I'm 24 years old. I still don't know how to swim. Part of the reason is that I can't float. If you put me in any body of water, I'll go right to the bottom. Makes it kind of hard to swim. If you put a life jacket on me, I could, swim an ocean, but who wants to do that? You look like an idiot if you wear a life jacket. Other than that, I obviously like video games. The PlayStation franchise, well, it might seem like it's my holy grail. Used to be something that I hated. I was a huge Nintendo fanboy as a kid. I got an original Nintendo and a Super Nintendo from my grandma, pretty much on release days or release years or whatever. Hated the PlayStation lineup. I hated it. And eventually made the switch because it had games like Colin McRae Rally, Gran Turismo, those kinds of things. the Xbox hatred isn't real. It's not legit. I just like to give them crap. If people like to play Halo, Fable, whatever, go for it. It's your choice. I couldn't care less. I just like to make a big deal out of it. Other than that, I like to rollerblade also. Mountain biking, any kind of biking in general, distance, BMX, whatever. Quite good at those. I like music. I like movies. I like hanging out with my friends. Pretty good downhill snow skier. Never tried snowboarding. Doesn't really appeal to me very much. I'd rather just, if I'm going to spend the money to go for a lift ticket and all that, I'd rather go skiing. I really don't have anything else I can think of. Pretty much like you in a lot of ways. I hang out with my friends, and I do things my friends do, and they do things I do. I don't spend all my time in the church. I don't run around on street corners handing out little Bibles. I don't spend 8 hours a day praying. Like, I'm not a sheltered little closet geek who does what you guys always claim. So, yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Sorry it's not as crazy as you thought it was.